Hey, how's it going guys? In this video we're going to be talking about frame sizing, and my goal with this lesson is to get you the best possible bike fit right out of the box, which will make your job easier when you go to fine tune the fit in the next section. I've broken this lesson into 3 sections: frame geometry, sizing, and performing a fit test. Let's start with geometry. Each type of bike is built for a specific type of riding, and bicycle geometry is the science which differentiates these broad groups into their distinctive niches. In a nutshell, touring bikes have a slack head tube angle, which provides stable steering under the added load of your gear. A taller head tube keeps your position more upright, providing a comfortable posture for riding long distances. Longer chainstays provide added clearance for your heels so that they don't strike the panniers when you pedal. The longer chainstay also increases the overall wheelbase, which in addition to a lower bottom bracket, helps add to the stability of the bike. Next is frame size. Frame sizing categories will vary among different manufacturers. Some prefer to categorize their bikes as small, medium, or large, while other manufacturers use reference numbers in centimeters or inches. The standard measurement for a bicycle frame is the length of its seat tube, running from the center of the bottom bracket to the top of the seat post collar. Most manufacturers will provide a reference chart that recommends a frame size based on your height. These are typically an effective way to choose an accurate frame size, or at least narrow the decision down to 2 close sizes. If you've already owned a bike that fits you well, you can also use its frame size as a starting point, although you shouldn't assume that just because 2 bikes are advertised at the same size, that they'll have the same geometry or fit. Performing a fit test. So once you've been able to narrow down your decision to 1 or 2 frame sizes, the best way to make that decision is performing a standover test. This test is exactly what it sounds like. Swing your leg over the frame so that you're straddling the bike but not sitting over the seat. Standing over the top tube and lifting the bike, you want approximately 1 inch of clearance between the ground and the tire. If you've got a mountain bike, the clearance should be more like 2 to 3 inches. The reason we perform the standover test is to determine that you can safely mount and dismount the bike, especially if you have to dismount suddenly in an emergency, and you wouldn't want your soft tissues colliding with that top tube. Another aspect of fit you'll want to check is your reach. With the bike leaning up against a wall, sit on the saddle and put your hands onto the handlebars. It may help to set up your phone and record a video of your posture for reference. To give you an idea of a ballpark good fit, let's pretend that there was a line running through our waist and another line running through the slope of our back. Where the lines intersect, if you got an angle between 75 to 90 degrees, then I'd say you're in a nice upright posture that's suitable for touring. I wouldn't recommend going much lower than about 60 degrees, as this would put you in a more aggressive and forward posture that could be suitable for racing, but would be uncomfortable over the long distances you'll be covering on a bike tour. You can modify your posture slightly by changing the stem, but check the reach to ensure that you're at least in the ballpark. Alright, so that wraps up our lesson on frame sizing. I hope you found these tips useful, and if you have any further questions, please let me know.